എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം. എൻ്റെ പ്രസന്റേഷൻ ഇംഗ്ലീഷിലായതുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ ഈ പ്രസന്റേഷൻ ഇംഗ്ലീഷിൽ അവതരിപ്പിക്കാം. അതിൽ നമുക്ക് എന്തെങ്കിലും ഡൗട്ട് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യാം. കേൾക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്നുണ്ടോ അശ്വതി?
കേൾക്കാം സർ, കേൾക്കാം.
ഓക്കെ, സ്ക്രീന് കാണാമോ?
കാണാം കാണാം.
ഓക്കെ. So once again, good afternoon to one and all. Dr. Nisha Madam had taken you through the background of the geriatric situation in India and also some of the key elements from a clinical standpoint. So I am here addressing you because I belong and represent an organization called Alive, which is India's first aging solutions company. This was formed along with three of my friends in 2015 with a mission of adding life to age. The experience what we have gathered in the last 6 years is what I'm going to share with all of you today, so that we all get into the same page when it comes to innovation. At this point of time, I am feeling very happy that I'm addressing this audience because the state government under the umbrella of KDISC has provided a great opportunity for the next generation to enable them in the journey of entrepreneurship and innovation. I think all of you should really take this initiative forward, participate in, and get the benefits out of it. So today, in the next few slides, I am going to give what the situation of elder care is there in India, based on the experience what we have garnered from our organization. We in Alive, we work in 4 verticals. We have set up a first holistic retirement community in Trivandrum. It will be functioning from end of December. The construction is over. So this is one of its kind, wherein we have created a retirement community for senior citizens in Trivandrum. Alive Cart is an e-commerce store where we sell our elder care products across India. This is basically curated products for elders, and we will discuss in detail about some of the specific products for elders which makes their life comfortable. Alive Home Solution is basically converting the elderly homes into safe and comfortable space for them by doing small alterations in their living spaces. And Alive Foundation is a social vertical where we do a lot of intervention programs within the society to sensitize the people about elder care and the importance of elderly population in the country. One of the important things which I would like to highlight here is when it comes to the elder care segment, there is a lot of social intervention which is required to send the theme very strongly across that this is not about creating a business segment. This is a social change which is required, wherein a lot of interventions are required to ensure that the society accepts elderly population and also they are given the due share in the society. So these are some of the programs which we do as an organization to sensitize the society in general about the importance of elder care. Now let's look at the market per se. One of the important things which all of you should keep in mind is whenever you innovate something, the ideators always think that their idea is excellent. And with that in mind, it is like a mother caring for the baby. So any ideator first will think that their idea is superb in the market and it will have a great commercial value. But the important thing, whichever idea it is, whichever segment it is, whether it is an elder care or not, what we need to understand is how the market behaves and how the customer behaves, what the customer really wants. Unless until we give something which the customer wants, the product or a service will not be accepted by the customers. So first of all, if you look at the elder care market, it is today 12% of the world population, and there are around 150 million seniors in India. If you look at the demographic profile of India, it is at an average of close to 9%. But if you look at Kerala, because of the advancement in the healthcare segment, we stand at around 14% of the total population as elderly population. So that means significance of elderly population in Kerala is much, much higher than what is there in the country. Increase in life expectancy is pushing the average further upwards year on year. I think earlier speaker Dr. Nisha had highlighted this point very clearly. There is a high rate of growth of elderly population, and this will become one of the largest segments by 2030. So the market is there in front of us. There is an immense need in the market for elder care products, but unfortunately, we don't have much solutions available in the market. That means there's a big opportunity lying in front of you if you are able to come out with an idea which is going to help this particular segment. So why you need innovation in elder care? Basically, elder care industry is a sunrise industry. When we say sunrise industry, that means there's a lot of potential. The demand is increasing day by day, unlike a sunset industry where demand is coming down. So that means that there is a potential and a future for elder care industry in the world and particularly in India. The potential market worldwide is estimated at around $6 billion. And what is required today, we need differentiated products and services which can impact the life of elders in a positive way. Let me give you a small example. We have a product which is a nail cutter with a magnifying glass. So if you look at from a product perspective, it is a very simple application, a nail cutter used to cut nails. But for an elderly person, it is a very difficult process. So the person who has innovated this product, what he has done, he has attached a small magnifying glass along with the nail cutter. So what has it done to the elderly person? It has given him the confidence to cut the nail by himself or herself. That is the innovation space which we need to address. That means we have an existing product which is created or made for a person in the normal age group. That particular product, if we do a small change or a small positive impact towards it, it can create a big differential from the usage point of an elderly person. So if we can take any type of product, in fact, there are spoons which are at 90-degree vertical so that it's easy for people with arthritis to use the spoon. So these are all small innovations. If people are having Parkinson's disease, you know that their hands will be shivering a lot. So we have got grippers for them so that they can hold a phone in the hand, they can write properly with the pen. So these are all small changes which has been incorporated into existing products, but which makes a big impact for the elderly population. Why there is a shift happening? If you look at any country in the world, when a country develops, what happens is, earlier we know that there were families, joint families, people used to stay together, but with cities expanding, the professional pursuits are happening outside the place where we study. So most of the people have to go out in search of jobs. So families from joint families are becoming nuclear family. When it becomes nuclear family, what happens? You need to take care of your things yourself. So in the years to come, there is a big trend of independent living, which is going to be on a rise. More and more people will go into independent living compared to a dependent living, which was the way people were living in the past. And there is a big development in the area of technology. And we all know that today technology can help us in different ways, but it is not fully utilized in the space of elder care. Keeping that in mind, let's get into the next phase, what you need to understand before innovating a particular solution for an elderly person. These are some of the key drivers which is required in the market. You need to understand your customer. You need to understand the behavioral pattern. First and foremost, the old age or the elderly population, we can divide it into three phases. There are three phases of old age. The first phase is called a young old. These are people up to the age of 70. The second phase is called old, which is 70 to 80. And above 80 is called very old. The requirement of people in these three phases are completely different. In the initial stage, which is young old, which is less than 70 years, we will be very independent. We would like to do things on our own. This is the time when we apply dye on our hair and we would like to look young in front of others. So we are not accepting that we are getting old. So we would like to push ourselves to do things on our own. So there is this space is where there is a lot of independent living which is coming into play. The second phase is called old, which is between 70 to 80 years, wherein for doing certain things you may need assistance. For example, I will be able to drive a car during the daytime, but if I want to drive a car at night, I would like to hire a driver. So this is called partially assisted living. The third phase is called fully assisted living, when probably I may not be able to drive the car during daytime also when I'm above 80 years old. And that is when I go into fully assisted living. So these three phases of old age has to be kept in mind while you develop an innovative product. Second is mobility and independence. This is an area where people are looking for a lot of support. People don't want to disturb their relatives. They don't want to disturb their children. They want to live their life in their own terms. And that is how it is coming with the next generation. So I want to live an independent life. How can I do that? So that is becoming very, very important. So in today's world, I need not cook, order Swiggy, Zomato. I need not travel. I can book an Uber auto or an Uber car. So everything can be done through your mobile device. And that is how technology has developed, creating people more and more independent than being dependent. I think that is the second area where there is a lot of scope for innovation. The activities of living means when a person gets up in the morning from his bed until the time he goes back to sleep, the activities, whatever he does during that period, is called DAL, or daily activities of living. So when you get old, for each and every activity, you may need a support system. So you can think about if someone wants help in brushing their teeth, or some of you would have seen the ad which comes from Gillette, where they come out with a special kind of razor blade for elders. So these products which has been innovated so that it helps the daily activities of living of elderly people. The fourth important area is the cognitive health. Very, very important aspect of elderly population. The mental health becomes very critical. Ideally, in an Indian environment and in a Kerala environment, after retirement, people tend to be at home. They don't interact much with the society, with people around. I think that has to change. Until man, from the school days, we have been learning that man is a social animal. So you need to be connected with the society to ensure that proper stimuli given to your brain. So the brain is one organ where we ignore completely. When an elderly person goes for a monthly checkup, he will do a checkup of his blood pressure, his cholesterol, all the other parameters, but they don't look at brain, which is the most important organ in your body. Because of that, over a period of time, without our knowledge, what happens is there is a degeneration which happens in the cells of the brain. And slowly we slip down to diseases like Alzheimer's and dementia, which is happening basically because you are not keeping your brain active. So the new trend which has come in is kids used to do puzzles while they're in school and college, in school days. But now this puzzle is becoming an important activity for elders, because what a puzzle does is actually coordinates the mind, the eye, and the hand together. The eye, hand, and the mind coordination is one of the important criteria to improve cognitive health. I spoke about social connect, human resources. This is another area. While when you depend on fully assisted living, there is a high demand for caregivers, nurses, and other attenders. Now the technology is developing, wherein a lot of areas mechanical products are taking over. In Japan, already robots are taking over the caregivers' job because they are not getting people to take care of elderly persons. So slowly technology is pitching in, and again, a great space for innovation in this particular segment. Some of the opportunities for innovation which has been identified under the KDIS YAP program, we have something called Community of Practice, which is called COP, and Elder Care is one of the COPs where what we have done is we have identified what is called a problem shelf. So we have a problem shelf. We have put in certain issues which is there right now in the state, in the particular segment. You can pick up the problem and come out with a solution. So basically, some of the things which we would like to share with you here is physical, technology, social, mental, financial, medical, and nutritional areas. In physical, fall prevention is a very big issue for elderly population. For most of the elderly, issue relating to their physical health starts with a fall, and most of the fall happens inside your own home, particularly inside your bathroom. So how are the ways and means by which you can avoid a fall? So that is a problem here. Comfort wear. How can we come out with innovative clothing for elderly people, which is very comfortable for them to wear? Incontinence is a big issue for elders. They are not able to control, like for men, there are prostate issues, and even for a general elderly population, incontinence becomes a big issue. Then there's issues of Parkinson's and mobility. So these are some of the physical issues. Also, hearing and visual impairment is another problem which needs to be addressed. Coming to the technological part, we need products for fall detection, health monitoring and consult, and medical alert systems. More and more in the years to come, we will be living in an environment where we will not have assistance all around the clock. So we may have to depend on a lot of gadgets and instruments to make it happen. So technology plays a very vital role, and this is a great area for innovation. We spoke about social issues. How do you take away the stigma around elder care? Because even when we came out to the retirement community, people were looking at the retirement community as an old age home. So there is always a stigma around these terminologies in our country. So how do we overcome that? Skilling of elder care helpers. There is a big potential for caregivers, and there is a big shortage of caregivers in the market. How can we address those issues? How can we have systems in place which will promote active aging so that there is a healthy mind and a healthy body? So these are the things which we can really look at moving forward as far as the innovation space is concerned. In mental intergenerational support, Alzheimer's, dementia, mental health, sleep, again, one of the biggest issues faced by elders, they don't get proper sleep. So how can we enable the sleep as a process and come out with solutions which will help them? Financial support system and employment opportunities. Again, when we develop a product in this particular sector, sorry, I got disconnected. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Only one or two slides. I'll just complete it. 1 minute. So basically, when we talk about the financial support system, most of the elderly population, they live on a diminishing bank balance because the unfortunate thing is we don't know how long we are going to live. So they are very much concerned about the amount which they spend for buying products and services. So we need to make sure that whatever solution which we are offering them should be something which is affordable to them. So the giving a solution at a very optimum price point is very, very critical to this particular segment. So this is around the financial areas, then medical and nutritional. So these are some of the areas which we have identified in KDISC as opportunities for innovation in the problem shelf. Just to share with you some of the global trends which is happening today, so that you get an idea what is happening in the healthcare segment. We have got this medtech, where robotics, wherein artificial intelligence is actually revolutionizing elder care because of the lack of resources available to take care of elders. We are more and more moving into a technology dependency area. We have got this hyperbaric oxygen therapy. This is wherein oxygen is being pumped under very high pressure, whereby it produces fresh stem cells, which has proven to reverse aging and also to help with some of the issues which are being faced by the elderly population. Various drugs are also being developed to help active and healthy aging. So active and healthy aging has become one of the key areas where a lot of innovations are happening. Just to share with you some of the examples of innovation, what we have done in our organization. One is, like I mentioned to you, on the fall prevention. Fall has always been an issue for elderly people, and there's a lot of statistics wherein we have identified that over 30% of senior adults fear of a fall. 1/3 of most of the falls happen inside the bathroom. And for elders above 85, the primary area of fall is around the toilet. So how do you make the place where you live more comfortable and safe for an elderly person? So we came out with a system, and it is a first of its kind in India. We as an organization, we are the first to do it. We have converted around close to 500 homes in Trivandrum into elder-friendly homes, wherein what we do is explained in a video, which I would like to share with you.
Did you know 1 in 3 elders suffer from falls, and most of these happen in their own homes? Falls are a major cause of injuries among elderly, which leads to hospitalization. A fall not only causes physical harm, but also results in financial as well as emotional stress. At Alive Home Solutions, we make your home safer and secure by providing products and solutions which addresses these risks. We use a customized assessment approach called the Alive Home Assessment Methodology to review areas where there is high risk of falls, like bathrooms, kitchen, stairs, and bedroom, and install the right products which can help to minimize the risk of falls. Our 4-step process involves 1. An on-site assessment using our proprietary Alive Home Assessment Methodology. 2. A custom report to show you the changes required and the benefits. 3. Professional installation. 4. On-site training to make sure the changes are comfortable. So if your parents or elders take more than 4 tablets a day, have had a stroke or cardiac emergency, or have problems of balancing, you can help them out by making sure they enjoy their independence in the safety and comfort of their own homes. Talk to us today to know more. www.aliveworld.co 917-025-336666.
So this is one example.
Did you know
this is one example wherein we have
3 elders suffer from fall?
The next one is on like we discussed about comfort on apparels. So there's a big issue which we found in elderly people, wherein people with arthritis and Parkinson's, they find it very difficult to button up their shirts because of the issues they are facing. So 1 minute. Hello. Sorry, I need to cut the presentation because I think we started late, and sorry about that. So I think the next program has to start. So I'm disconnecting the presentation. Thank you very much.